Hello, community. This is Madam Tea Light coming to you from the local community farm. Okay. Now, I'm going to share some tips with you of how you can save money on using paper towels. That's right. Because as you know, paper towels, the price has really gone up. Sky high. And it's not even for the good stuff. You're talking about the old cheap paper towels, the just cheap, hard stuff that'll scratch your surfaces if you use it. But you have stuff around your house that you could be using. So why aren't you using that? But you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm going to show you what you can use and how to use it. Okay. Now, the first thing is here it is. Ta da! An old raggedy towel that has seen its days, really. So, if you take this to Goodwill, they're going to look at you as though you just landed from Mars or something. They're not going to want this. You don't want it, they don't want it. It's a Goodwill reject. That's when you know you can use it. But it is a very good paper towel substitute because you can use it as a pot holder. You can use it to clean up spills, to clean windows, countertops, polish furniture. So it has the same really use as a paper towel. So again, Goodwill reject towel is the one you need to get. The next one, speaking of Goodwill rejects, rags. Now you can buy rags from like some of the auto places like AutoZone. You can get them from, you know, Walmart, from some of the big box stores, Home Depot, even, BJ's and Costco, Sam's and the like. So there's so many places you could get the rags, and depending on how many you get and the size and all of that, it could be $5 a bag. So it really varies, as you know. But they're very absorbent and they can be used in the place of paper towels. You can put them over, say, containers in the microwave to heat your food. But the same jersey material, probably guessed it, t-shirts. The same jersey material, you can cut them in little strips. And it's the same, not the good t-shirts, of course. You don't want to use the good stuff. You want to use the stuff that if you take to Goodwill, they will reject it. You turn your head around, you have the box of t-shirts there, and you go put it, down for them. And then when the time you get home, you say, oh, look at all the, I gave this and that to Goodwill. And then when you go and open your trunk, you'll say, you see that box of raggedy t-shirts right there in your trunk. When you weren't looking, they went behind your back and put that raggedy box of t-shirts right there in your trunk. Because you know what? They don't want it. You don't want it. Because if you would have left it there, they would have just thrown it out. So you don't want it. They don't want it. Maybe you could put it in the recycle bin, it'll probably be recycled, but you can't give that to Goodwill. So what you can do, instead of throwing it out or putting it in a recycle bin, what you can do is just cut it up into strips or cut it up into squares. Hopefully you have enough to produce a square without having any holes, and you get more than strips, and you could use that the same way as a paper towel. So keep that in mind. The other thing you can use are these nice microfiber cloths. Now, again, you just like the rags, you can get these from any place, like from AutoZone. You can get them from Sam's or BJ's, Costco. You get it from Walmart. They're just everywhere, and they're so soft and they're so absorbent. And these are probably the best paper towel substitutes around. Okay. Now, you can when you say, "Well, I don't want all that stuff." Goodwill doesn't want it. I don't want it. You think I'm a hoarder? You want me to keep all this junk? What what's up with that? I'll tell you what's up with that. It means that you are thinking out the box. You want other ways to save money. And you can get like some of these little containers stored. This is like a portable shoebox, and just throw them in here. Well, fold them nicely, not like I have them here, just thrown in there, and keep them nice and neat and folded, perhaps under your kitchen sink, and then have a second one. And that the purpose of that would be keeping the ones that have been used, so that on laundry day you put them in the wash, of course, with some hot water, detergent, and bleach. So that means you can sterilize them. That's one advantage because if you use paper towels, quite honestly, paper towels are supposed to be sterile, but you don't know where they've been. You don't know who have touched them, or You just don't know the history of the paper towel, once they leave the factory, or even while they are in the factory and they're being packaged. But you are sure that these are sterile. You could put bleach on them and make sure they're nice, clean, and sterile for your family to use. And like I said, you could clean windows with them. You could cover food in the microwave. It's just so much you can do with them. And you're saving money, okay? Now there are uses for paper towels. I'm not going to say that you can do completely without them, but this will substantially reduce your dependence on paper towels and your usage of paper towels, which means that you will be spending less on paper towels, okay? So this is Madam Tea Light coming to you from the local community farm with a tip, and I'll have another tip for you next week. Until then, see you soon. Bye for now.